Know that feeling when someone starts telling you something juicy about a person you both know? Your ears perk up. You lean in closer. Even though you know you shouldn't care, you can't help but want to hear more. Why does talking about other people feel so good? Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. We all talk about people who aren't in the room. Your mom does it. Your boss does it. That person who seems super nice and never says anything bad, they do it too. The question isn't whether you gossip. It's why your brain is wired to find it so irresistible. Scientists have found that gossip actually serves a purpose. When you're talking to someone new and you realize you both know Sarah from accounting, suddenly you have something to bond over. Sharing information about Sarah, even if it's just that she always brings amazing cookies, creates an instant connection between you two. Think about your friend group or workplace. The person who always knows what's happening with everyone holds a special power. They become the go-to person when you want to understand the social landscape. Knowledge about others becomes like currency, and everyone wants to be rich. Your ancestors who paid attention to social information survived longer. If Grok was stealing food from others, you needed to know that to protect yourself. If Zara was the best at finding water, you wanted to stay on her good side. Your brain still treats social information like survival data. When you hear something surprising about someone you know, your brain releases the same chemical that makes you feel good when you eat chocolate or get a like on social media. Gossip literally gives you a drug-like high. That's why it's so hard to walk away when someone says, "Did you hear what happened to Mark?" Sometimes gossip makes you feel better about your own life. When you hear that the perfect couple everyone envies is actually fighting all the time, part of you feels relieved. It's not pretty, but comparing yourself to others who seem worse off gives your self-esteem a boost. Ever notice how gossip creates an us versus them feeling? When you and your coworkers talk about how annoying the new manager is, you're not just complaining, you're reinforcing that you're all on the same team. Gossip builds group identity by defining who's in and who's out. Sometimes you gossip because you genuinely care about someone and you're worried about them. When your friend starts dating someone who gives you bad vibes, talking about it with others helps you process those feelings and figure out if you should be concerned. But here's where gossip gets dangerous. What feels like harmless chatter to you can destroy someone else's reputation, relationships, or mental health. That juicy story you shared might be based on half-truths or complete lies. The person you're talking about has no chance to defend themselves. Here's something most people don't realize. If someone gossips to you, they'll gossip about you. The person who tells you everyone else's secrets is definitely sharing your secrets with others. Every time you engage in gossip, you're teaching people that you can't be trusted with sensitive information. So what do you do when someone tries to pull you into gossip? Try redirecting the conversation. Ask, "Have you talked to them about this?" Or simply say, "I don't feel comfortable talking about this." You can still bond with people and stay informed without tearing others down. The next time you feel that familiar urge to share something about someone who isn't there, pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this to connect with someone, to feel better about myself, to process my emotions? Understanding your why is the first step to controlling the impulse. Gossip isn't evil, it's human. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. But now that you understand why you're drawn to it, you have the power to choose. You can use that social curiosity to build people up instead of tearing them down. The choice is always yours.